right, Grand Rising is Shalonda O'Shea Seeking, and I'm back. And so we're going to finish talking about red, excuse me, red head, red hats. The Holy Grail representing the Ace of Cups. Okay? That's what that is. We're talking about the land of milk and honey. I want to probably go into that a little bit more about what we might be still really talking about. Milk and honey. Wasn't it like a 2-year-old or something in the Talmud could be a wife, or I don't know, it was something weird about 2 or 3-year-olds in the Talmud. I really can't remember. But you know, they say a 2-year-old shouldn't have honey. We know the wand is also used in antiquity when it comes to mixing up things, or again, when it comes to what's the little Mexican bowls that, you know, with the pestle and mortar. Because again, they're talking about drafting young girls for the military, and I'm trying to figure out what real threats that we know of right now. I mean, I don't know what's to come in the future or what this actually really means, but again, it seems like there's some kind of Exodus energy here. All right, and if they're talking about, if one of these gods or whatever was talking about something about the parents couldn't come in to the new land or whatever, but the children could. I mean, you just have to. Depends on what God we're talking about. Because one of these gods promises to take the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt to a good, spacious land and flowing with milk and honey. Now, this is Israelites, not Israel, but Israelites. So this is another version of Israel that's not fully Israel, but lights. Possibly, again, people from some portions of people, maybe from anywhere but North America, that's in the Americas. Because it's not like, I don't know if they're writing down like they did in so-called slavery, who's coming in and where they're coming from, because nobody's really being specific about where these people are coming from. The Hebrew word for Egypt is Mizraim, which is literally a narrow place. The books are open. This is why the unantidote people are being damn near probably about to be hunted down. And all this destruction and devastation is another one of the red dragon, which I think is maybe hard to cause confusion and get the people all mixed up and everything so they can go ahead and move into whatever they're about to do now. This may be the narrow place. The border, right here, the Red River, this might be the narrow place here. Yeah, this might be the narrow place. And guess where it comes? Right up to where, well, a little bit, you know, the storm stopped a little bit north here. But it comes up here. Stops there in southern Illinois. So again, somebody's going to come and clear the path for them, right? Their God, possibly their God, the Lord God. But let's not forget that at least 2 years worth of works tread into the next president's term. We do remember that some people were friends with Epstein, taking pictures, shaking hands, and smiling with them. So when I say it doesn't matter which party it is, we are talking about the government. I don't care if you're foreign or not, black or white, Democrat, Republican, it's the government. If you want to really get down to what it is, it's the government. It seems as though the corporation, which is the United States, that 10-mile radius, may be run by foreign nations already with the G7. So again, that may be one of the 7 horns on the beast. Someone is using the power and authority of, again, the Empress or Sekhmet, while they have her as a house cat, because they're using their powers and forces and they're not cooperating with her to run her kingdom after the 400 years. They already have other plans to get rid of this energy that is fighting for the child in the womb, and feminine energy and masculine energy, or just the people, the land, the people. I'm going to put, this is for one time for real that I'm not going to forget to put invocation to Sekhmet, a small like 4-minute video at the bottom to tell you what that energy represents. It's almost like that whole go get to America. You know what I'm saying? The milk will represent handmaids or wet nurse, mammy energy. And the honey would possibly be, remember in there the 15-year-olds and stuff like that was being sold off. And remember, because the red hats, I don't care what you say, that oxen or whatever energy is making me think, again, of Republican energy. So if we sit there and say, yeah, Biden, get out. You know how the news, they real big on, F you, Biden, get out, Biden. No. Government. We need a proper people in there to get the job done. It is the if the head is sick, the whole body is sick. So if they have let this thing pass, which is considering Congress moves towards requiring women to register for the draft, but it's not just women, it's women and young girls. So again, this makes me concerned if we're in a form of exodus, because this story is repeating itself. It's repeating itself. You know, I thought it said that women weren't supposed to cover their heads. But women also means men, women, and children, meaning second grade or lower class or common energies, or even possibly foreign energies. But it's making me think, like when I'm looking at this high priestess card, how she's got this thing on her head, right? And she's got the Torah in her hand, because the tarot is in the Torah is in the tarot. And she picked up that thing and got up and went and walked. Looked like she walking in a crossing of a secret garden or into a garden. Supported by her children, which would be, again, in America, those particular people. Yeah. So this is just like my Christopher Columbus card, or my conquering something here. Red hats. MAGA. Red hat. Make America great again. That's before you knew, right? Before you knew the apple. That's before you knew, before they touched the tree in the middle of the garden. The emperor has a crown, not to say, I don't know. I don't know if this emperor is whatever, okay? But again, he has a crown on that's gold and it's sealed and whatnot, okay? And he's got this little demon thing on his shoulder. You know, I don't know if that represents Lilith energy until Eve stood the fuck up, all right? So, we gonna notice that where is it? This maiden here that's been seducing the lion got horns with those two things, and that thing is a magician thing. So this is a spell. This is what mind control. This is mind control here. But the Empress is the only person in the deck that got a crown on that's not sealed. She's got the things in front of her head. We'll also notice here with the 2, 4, 6 of wands that this person has this red cloak on. He's got a green thing, so this representing the grass, like many blades of grass, right? Okay. Got that wreath up there on that stick. Maybe he took it from that, you know, he or she could be either. It looked like a androgynous energy. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. So again, he's got that thing on his wand there. It could be representing taking that off of, you know. And you see also like that she's sitting on this red cloth here. Some kind of victory or something here. She's got her little microphone right here speaking to the people from on her throne. You up on the pedestal. You shut it down. If I let you speak first, nobody else is speaking after, basically. And the sun is the background here, not the water. This is still water energy. This is the sun energy. I mean, the sun is back here too, you know, but again, this maiden is here. Here's your what's her name in the White House? The speaker. With the little angry bird. Messenger. Collecting grapes as well. What was those people in high places doing, like selling off and buying, trade, and all this other stocks and stuff? Once they, like those people that they caught doing this stuff, like the day or preparing for this right before, you know, whatever hit. Pinnacles all over the place. Another red hat covering up the head. Why? Why again? Jesus had a crown of thorns. Most other indigenous peoples have like some kind of wreath or something. Again, there's Sneaky Pete with his red hat. Also, let's just look at this as like by the as above, so below, when the earth met the earth. But then again, the legs of this is the water. The sand of the sea is his cloak. Okay? And he's walking away with weapons. He wants to take away more than that, but I'm just saying weapons. But first, what happened with Germany, or what happened with the those people? They took their weapons first. They took their weapons first. Yeah, so they want to be able to draft your young daughters. And it's like, for what? I mean, ain't no big threats with what I can see right now, unless it's something that they know that we don't know. You remember Trump said this, the calm before the storm, so he obviously knew what was happening. So again, what are we talking about here? It was to get you fed up. This administration purposely fell because there's really probably not nobody really running it. That's probably why a puppet card keeps coming up, or this false person. And they want you to beg. See? Problem, reaction, solution. Problem is Biden administration. Reaction, let's get them out. Solution, put Trump back in. But make America again, great again. It's still dealing with sword energy. It's still dealing with the sword energy. It's still dealing with the Muslim energy. But again, you know, Farrakhan is not saying much nowadays, but there was a lot said, not so much bad, but a lot said, you know, about Trump when this was going on. But now, I know they said that they restricted him, but it's a coincidence now. Just like it's a coincidence that they think that they slaughtered this lamb. But now somebody that kind of looked familiar to familial ties, and somebody that is, again, happen to be connected to a masculine. And sounds very similar to, she was talking good, but not like what she's talking now. But who were you studying? Because they brought them in to learn the language of them so that the new people could speak. So the Tower of Babel, or Babel, they were reconstructing it or whatever and keeping eavesdropping on the people, so then they could take that information but then twist it and then use it the way they want to use it, because they still want to continue to do the thing. So God, witnessing that they want to still do these disgusting things, and they're just trying to low-key do it and maneuver it and do like this, because they probably brainwashing or having people take the antidote again, so that they can easily be mind controlled and be turned into angry mobs that will probably attack people that don't want to get the thing, even though there's so many discrepancies with it. It's like we would all be dead if the shit was like it's supposed to be, and it's not. So I mean, it's just common sense at this point. It's like life or death now. It's like life or death. They wanted the race war, we didn't give it to them, because most people just love themselves and love their neighbors, and even if they don't, they try to be good people, no matter what color you are. But this is what we cannot allow. I don't see good things. I don't trust these people to do good things. It's chaos. You're going to see wars and rumors of wars. This Five of Wands energy that just popped out before I started this video, is this about infighting? This is a fight. There's a fight or a war in the heavens. People are getting kind of distressed and in despair. This is right here. This is the energy again. This Three of Pentacles is the crafty council that's taking place. Rather it's the people, deer hunting for deer, bucks. But if a wicked person, remember we did a video on wicked, because again, if it depends on who and what you're talking about when you're talking about wicked. And again, one may say that these people in these high places, that the powers that shouldn't be, are wicked, even though they're politically correct. And I'm like this, but I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to keep it real and true. Okay? And that's what I'm going to do. All right? So again, while they dangling around high priestesses and empresses to see who is going to snatch them up to be a consort to them, it really should be some kind of courting where I'm going to be like, what is it? Because I just don't, none of this sound right to me. Insured to go in games. Privileged man. I can't even remember. Pineal gland. Expectations, inheritance, language of love or love language. Naked, bare breast. And it just so happens after people, is rumored, you know, within the community or whatever, that there may be some pictures coming out of people. You know what I'm saying? And then this girl, it's almost like slaughtering or killing or selling off Joseph into slavery. Again, Joseph that has the many coats that everybody's jealous of. Maybe Joseph Pitts, because we know that the pit also is a place down under that, again, these people, because the ancestors were gifted, is why they went down in the pit. The pits of hell, which were some very beautiful people. Very honest, nurturing is where I learned a lot. Now that I know what I know, then damn. My grandma was a Jesus that got away. A Christ energy that got away. And she went through the same type of strife with her spouse when she committed herself to what you would call Elohim or God, right? As I feel like I have. So again, yeah, Tower of Babel or Babel. So again, So that new piece, when they show you that, you know, that's what they're taught. They basically went in, ciphered this stuff from the children, keeping them subdued or in mental prisons or in mind control, while they, again, climbed up the ladder of your DNA, took identities, possibly, who knows what. So again, it's obviously about to be some wiping out or cleaning out of some kind of land. I really think that, again, the story repeats itself, dude. It just, period. It just does. Crafty counsel, women, head covering. And then you notice, too, women shouldn't wear a head covering, but we're about to have many women that actually do. And there's nothing against these women, because these women lives mean the same as any other women do. Again, really, it's the religious aspect of it. It's the indoctrination of that aspect of it. Nobody's saying that people shouldn't practice what these words are saying, but should it be, again, in a religious manner? Because we know that when it comes to some of these places, they're not the best and safest places for children, but little children to be. Red hat, MAGA. The red energy, I'm just trying to tell you right now, that's what it is. The redhead children, you know what I'm saying? They might even be talking, instead of talk with Seth or whatever, it might be talking about red hats instead of hair. It could be talking about both. I think it's talking about really both. Because one had to represent the other first or second. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Which is going back to the Zodiac or Magog and energy. Gog and Magog, China and Russia to me. But, you know, I don't know. Let's just pull one of these, like 3 of these cards right here. Because this is my mapping kind of like energy here. Humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Then I will hear from heaven. Okay? So again, I don't know. I've said that. Okay, we got, well, these two wanted to come out, but I'm going to still go ahead. The talisman. I'm telling you. Spirit of a place. Okay. Okay, so, you know. Okay, that's good enough. So again, now you got ministers and stuff saying, you know, you're saying too much about these many different guys. It's true. It is what it is. I know, because again, wisdom was there. So this is why they made sure to do whatever they can to try to sabotage or drag my name or my identity or whatever it is. Again, it's a one-ring circus. The energy is you don't see nobody else but yourself. But again, she's in a wreath here. She's in a wreath here, the world card. All right. They knew who she was going to be, and they knew that they needed to defile her. And that's why, again, all the statues have naked breast, bare breast. It's a way to, again, make a woman seem like a slut or something, you know. Now, when you hear somebody around you say something like, oh, why are you dressed like that? Or like a slut or something, when they've never had anything to say about anything you've ever worn, and you could see people changing, is weird. Okay. All right. So again, education, again, training. Education means to train somebody, to erase what is naturally there, like common sense and discernment, and to train somebody. Just what it means. You can go look in etymology, you can do it, or you can go on this channel. We talked about it several times. Again, some kind of rescue. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'll need to get rescued after I talk this shit. Intention. What are my intentions? Is to make America again. My intentions is to be doing what I feel I've been called to do. And that's working with people that are upright, righteous, honest, and true to fix what's been done by the government. Not the red and the blue, the government. The governing forces on this planet. We might blow out this dandelion thing and make a wish, birthing of a new nation. Again, everybody's going to be talking about the storm that might have been HAARP or might have been something natural. Who knows? God might be pissed off if they found out that that's what they was doing to his daughters. The ancestors, feminine energy here is here. That's that Panthera, that mother goddess energy here. Spirit of the warrior. Here she go. Listening. This is what I've been doing. Okay? Unexpected visitors. I know people are peeping. Matter of fact, feminine energy too. To harvest or succubus or, again, be like somebody. Because that's what they're doing. Preparing other entities to, again, take over. That's what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if a storm or something came through with like snow or something. Right? So again, commitment. It's about committing to the fact that this is not, something ain't right. And again, we got ghost land. Where they be at when they saying they doing this and that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a ghost town. Maybe this is this energy here. Not wearing a crown, just natural attire. Again, the red robe here and the 3 of Wands. Red shoes, red cloak, but no red hat. And it's a wasteland. It's kind of like, you know, he's looking out into a wasteland. Like, what we gonna do? It's like, if it falls down, then it's all on me. But it's just like, you know what I'm saying? That's because somebody was playing around too much. I don't know. It just seems like leaving or traveling is stuck to the bottom. Maybe it's have something to do, like I said, with, you know, the person, the son is not a boy anymore. Maybe a man. I mean, I always looked at it that way. But again, I didn't know everything. And I still don't. All I know is I'm concerned about women and children at this moment, and men too. I'm just worried about the American family, the people, the hardworking, you know, upright people. Anybody else, they I don't even want to even have to look at their face. Now I see why God kicked people out the garden. But see, they didn't even know. This is what I'm saying. The God, they was keeping God restricted. So again, it's not until, you know, somebody turn around and look and say, hey, what's up with this Elodio energy? What's up with this energy? What's up with the moon energy? What's up with this? Then we start talking about trafficking, and then all of a sudden, the very next day or within hours, this person pop up randomly and start talking about the same thing, trying to deflect when I'm telling you what I saw. Some people that, as long as it ain't me, it's okay. But I told them, once they done with the people, other people, they're going to be coming for you as well. Then you're not going to be able to get away. If you work for that kind of energy, you're going to have to pay up at one point in time. But maybe that's how people that don't really have children or something, they don't see it the same way. Or maybe people that can't have children, possibly. I'm just saying, they may not see it that way. But people that have children, whether you're adopted children or if you are someone that is of a different so-called sexual preference, but you've raised children, that's still points. You still get brownie points because you know what it's all about. Because just because somebody is some kind of way doesn't mean that they are a pedophile. And just because somebody is some kind of way doesn't mean that they are going to harm children. It's just if you're either somebody that wants to do that or you don't. But again, let's not forget that, again, it was rumored or alleged that people that this last president was hanging out with was a kingpin of one of these. So what are we even, you see what I'm saying? They was at the same parties and shit. So it's not the people that are in the place. It is not the Democrat or Republican. It is the whole thing. I don't see why anybody would be upset about going back to the 10 Commandments until we figure out what the hell they did and dismantle whatever it is. Let's get some here. I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like all the energy been trying to get me to, you know, change. You know, I ain't never really changed, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't had no download like this in a very long time. Look at this. Inner trust. This is what I'm having right now. Trust and believe this energy feel funny. And you know what I'm saying? If it's not, I'm just trying to tell you. Okay? Trust in the process I just seen. Okay? Bring it into form. That's what we're doing. We're going to speak it first. In the world, not of the world. That's wisdom. That's wisdom. In the world, not of the world. And look at her. Her breast is somewhat barely exposed here. She's got these fishes in the water surrounding her, and her locks are, yeah,